not only it's going to be a live sessions, there's also going to be lots of hands-on and a lot of projects. They also try to give you on-job support for 1 year after you completed a course. The one thing with K21 Academy is every lesson there's an attached project to do with it.
So let's start with your journey. And I would like to know a few things from you. If you could tell us a bit about your background and how you began and what are the key milestones that shaped your career up to this point. If you could share all these informations with us.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for your time. And my name is Raju Kalidindi. I'm a seasoned IT professional with extensive experience in Linux system administration, backup engineering, automation engineering, and also in the last few years, I've been working on cloud migration projects. It's just my passion to learn new technologies. I am 58 years old, but my passion still remains to learn new things. I want to be always relevant in the current technologies. So I do invest a lot of time in training. So, whether it's K21, Udemy, or, Coursera, I make sure that I'm learning something new every day. And I've been with K21 Academy for, at least the last 2.5 to 3 years. I've done a lot of courses with K21 Academy, like Ansible, Terraform, Kubernetes. And the first, even before that, I had certifications in AWS. But what actually brought me to K21 Academy was I saw a brief session with Atul for cloud migration. So that was really impressive to me. And, I realized that just doing certifications is not going to help you. You actually have to have some practical knowledge, do some actual migrations to understand, and that really helped me. And even when I currently work for a company where they do a lot of US federal projects, and apart from certifications, they really want people who have some experience in migration from on-premises to cloud. So these courses really helped me. And once I was done with that, I was looking for new things, whether, generative AI or machine learning, artificial intelligence. And that's when, I saw another email from K21 Academy that they are having an introductory session. And, it was for a 2-hour thing, but I was, impressed by that. Not only it's going to be a live sessions, there's also going to be lots of hands-on and a lot of projects, and also they're helping with the interviews, how to find jobs, how to update your LinkedIn profiles, and also the one thing with K21 Academy is they also try to give you on-job support for 1 year after you completed a course. So that's really helpful that you can reach out in case you have any challenges in your job.
That's great. And thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. And it's really very wonderful and inspiring to listen about that as well. So it's very great. Thanks for sharing that. I have a few more questions for you. And first of all, I would like to say that the certification which you have achieved, like that of Azure AI engineer, data scientist, I must say that it's not a small feat at all. So what inspired you to pursue this certification? So was it kind of a bigger vision for your career? Or was it like it aligned with some specific goal you had in your mind? So what made you, or what inspired you to go for this certification?
See, like I said, I always want to be relevant in the current technologies. So, right now, I just finished a Azure migration project. So whenever, I'm not looking for jobs outside my current company, but what I look for is in our current openings within the company, I try to look at the trends, what are they looking for in the next few months? Is it only people with cloud technologies, or, are they looking for the newer ones like, artificial intelligence, machine learning? So I do that comparison and see that, now there are a lot of people who have cloud knowledge, but the next thing is AI and ML. So that's where I, try to learn and try to be a step ahead of others. So, my next, in the next few months, I'll be trying for roles with AI and ML within my own company.
Great. That's good to know. So we would also love to know about your future plans. Like, where do you see yourself in the next few years, I would ask rather? And any big goals you're working toward now? or how you are planning to achieve them. If you could share these inputs as well with us.
Yeah, because see, I do have experience. My next goal will be to look for an architecture position. So, any cloud architect position I'm looking for.
Okay, that's great. So, one more thing which I would like to tell you is like we all know that everyone's career journey has some or the other challenges, right? But you have clearly risen above that to succeed. So, what's been the most significant challenge which you have faced so far, and how you have overcome those challenges? So, one more question to this would be like if you are pursuing the certifications, will that help in tackling all these challenges? Is there something related to the certification which you can guide others as well?
No, I think certification is just a part of it. But it's like, you will always have challenges in your job. For me, it's like, it's okay to fail rather than not try. So I always, I try to take initiative. Certifications do help, like, it like to a certain extent, it confirms that you have gone through the material and you have some understanding. But doing the practical labs is also very important. That's why, like, the one thing with K21 Academy is every lesson there's an attached project to do with it. So there's a lab for every lesson that they teach. So that really helps you with your hands-on experience.
That's great. And with that, one more question to add on to it would be like, why did you choose K21 Academy as part of your journey? Or how was our program fit into your vision for the success purpose?
See, the one thing, the reason I'll say why I was able to do both the certifications, pass them on my first attempt was, I was lucky that, the first session, if you take, for example, artificial intelligence 102, the first session that I attended, from the beginning to end, all the classes, was with Saurabh. And Saurabh, he goes into every detail and, he goes through each presentation slides in very detail. So once I had a fair understanding about, what this course is about, what all topics it's covering, immediately after that, we had another new session with Jalal. So that really reinforced what you learned before. So it's not like, you had only, okay, Saurabh is teaching, he's done with his 8 weeks of coaching and now you're on your own. So now, like, you have finished the training with Saurabh and the next is with Jalal. Both of them are very talented, very patient, and each has a different approach, but it really reinforces your understanding of the topics. So that's a really big advantage. Like, although you signed up for one particular training session, you are actually attending 2 or 3. So, and, my general approach is like, whichever session I'm attending or if I'm watching a live session, whatever screen presentation slides that they are sharing, I make a screenshot of it, save it, make notes, and that really helps me when I go for my certification exams. And like, you also have something like a exam question answer bank.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
that I do it like 4 or 5 times, but I don't do it blindly. For every question and answer they give, I then do my own research to verify that the answer is correct, and the other options, like, the other 3 or 4 wrong answers, why are they wrong? So those, I go through and I make notes. So that really helps me in the exam. And it's not like, you just do it once. My belief is like, maybe I'm a slow learner. So I do that at least 3 or 4 times repeatedly.
That's great. That's great. And it's really helpful for all our fellow learners as well, that whatever you are sharing with the experience you got from us. So that is going to be really very helpful for all of us. And thank you so much, Raju, for sharing all these informations with us. So on that note, just one final question which I would like to ask you is, we all know that your success is an inspiration to others, right? So what would be your advice or any encouragement from your point of view, which you would like to give to someone who is just starting their journey or someone who is just looking to achieve their own career goals? So what advice or what encouragement do you have for them?
Okay, as far as the certification, like, I'll say, go through all the live sessions or recordings and, make sure that you take notes, and also make sure that you are performing each lab at least, 2 or 3 times. And the important thing, with regards to AI 102 or DP100 is when you're doing the labs, don't just do it blindly, like, don't just click on it. whatever is the small code, 4 or 5 lines or 6 lines of code is there. Go through each line to understand why they are doing it. Those are the questions that come up in the exam. Like, they'll give you, okay, I want to connect to a data store, and they'll give you 4 options. So unless you go through that code 3 or 4 times, you won't know which line is correct. So it's very important, don't do your labs blindly. Try to understand each one, and make sure that when you're taking the exam, you can recall the exact format of how that command or statement should be.
So thank you so much, and it was wonderful meeting you, Raju, today. And thanks for sharing all the inputs with us.